Good morning, children. I am Manish Pandey from LPM Public School. Today I am going to explain you first chapter of class 6, Dear Mrs. Naidu. Dear Mrs. Naidu is an extract from the novel of the same name by Mathangi Subramaniam. So, Mathangi Subramaniam has written the novel, and the name of novel is Dear Mrs. Naidu. So this is an extract from that novel. In that novel, 12-year-old Sarojini writes a letter to the freedom fighter and poet, the late Mrs. Sarojini Naidu. So there is a girl whose name is Sarojini, and she writes a letter. To whom? She writes a letter to the freedom fighter and poet, the late Mrs. Sarojini Naidu. What begins as a school assignment transformed the life of the girl. So her teacher gave her assignment. In that assignment, she has to write a letter. To whom? To Mrs. Naidu. She continues writing more letters to Mrs. Naidu. So after that letter, the 12-year-old Sarojini wrote several letters to Mrs. Naidu. Okay. Dear Mrs. Naidu, I guess you are wondering why I am writing you this letter. So that 12-year-old girl is telling, I suppose you will be surprised to know I wrote a letter to you. Honestly, Mrs. Naidu, so am I. So let me tell you very frankly, I am also surprised. Amma says I am not allowed to speak to strangers. So my mother says I should not talk to strangers. You would think that also mean that I should not write to them. So if my mother is telling that I cannot talk to stranger, you will think that how I am writing. I should also not write to stranger. But since this is a school assignment, I am completing my school assignment. My mother says it's okay. Okay, you can write. You can write a letter. Here is a tip, Mrs. Naidu. So now, in next line, that 12-year-old girl is giving tip, is giving some clues. To whom? To Mrs. Naidu. If you ever want adults to let you do something, if you want that your elder should allow you what you want to do, just tell them. Just tell them it is a school assignment. So if you want to do your desired work, so tell your parents, I am completing my assignment. They will 100% agree to it, and they won't stop you. They will allow you, okay, complete your assignment. Maybe I should start from the beginning. The beginning was the last week, so I should start from the beginning. And beginning was last week. Last week something happened. What happened? Last week I started class 6. My class 6 started last week, and I met our new teacher. So in that class I met my new teacher. New teacher came there, whose name was Annie Miss, who is not like any teacher I have had before. So in my view, she was unique. She was very good teacher, and I did not have a teacher like her. For example, Annie Miss says she does not think He does not think school should be about memorizing things. So now, what Annie Miss is saying here, we school is not such a place where we can go and we can learn and we can remember and saying them back and we are repeating them again and again. She says, so my teacher says, memorizing things and saying them back makes you a parrot. If you are learning something again and again and you are remembering something again and again, so that will make you a parrot. You are not using your brain. Okay? Try to understand, not try to learn only. She says she wants us to grow our brain and our hearts. So our teacher says that she wants us, she would like us to grow our brains and our hearts. So when we are taking any decision, we should use our brain. Okay, we should use our heart. When she said that, I wanted to ask, so one question arose in my mind, how growing our hearts will help us? How, if we are using our heart, so how that will help us pass our exams? How can we pass our exams? By growing our hearts and get into college. How can we get a good get admission in a good college and get a job and buy a house? So how all these things can happen? By only growing our hearts with a proper roof and maybe even a garden. So it means big house. Okay, which are all the reasons why I go to school. So these are the reasons behind my going to school. But I didn't. But I don't think so. You know how adults are. So Mrs. Naidu, you know how our elders are. They don't like questions. If we ask any question to our elders, they will become irritated. Okay? Even though it was only the first week of school, Miss gave us an assignment. So last week our class 6 started and at once our Miss gave us assignment. Miss says that now we are in 6th standard. So our teacher says that we are studying in now class 6. So it requires hard work. It is time for us to be serious and we should study seriously. We should not take it lightly. Every teacher says this every year. So when we are passing our class and going and moving into new classes, every teacher will tell us the same thing, but none of them ever gave us assignment during the first week of school. So Annie Miss, she was very good teacher. That is why Sarojini recognized her as a good teacher, because she was totally different with other teachers. In the first week itself, she gave assignment to Sarojini. The assignment is to write letters to someone we would like to get to know. So her teacher told Sarojini, so you have to pick one personality and to whom you have to write a letter, and you get to know better. You want to know, if you want to know something more about that great personality, you have to write a letter. She said that we we could pick anyone as long as we explain why. So our teacher told me that uh, we could pick any more. We can write to anyone. We could write to anyone as long as we explain why, and we have to explain why did I choose that personality. As you have probably concluded, Mrs. Naidu, I picked you. So, as you have probably concluded, Mrs. Naidu, I picked you. I chose you, to which I will write a letter. This is the first time I have written the word concluded. So, first time I use this word concluded. It is an English word. So, it is an English word that means figured out based on clues and evidence. It means I am making out something based on clues and evidence. I learned it by reading detective stories. So, in detective stories, I often found such words, even though our English miss says they are useless rags, but our English teacher says that this is worthless, this is not of use. I conclude that is wrong, but I have a totally different opinion with my teacher. Okay, I think she is wrong. I understand if you find this confusing, Mrs. Naidu, so I can understand what discussion is going on, what I am telling you, you can find it very confusing. You can find this very confusing. After all, you and I don't have much in common. So, not a single thing we have in common. For one thing, I am alive and you are, well, you are not. So, one most notable thing is I am alive, I am 12 years old, and you are no more. You are not alive. I am sorry if that was rude. Oh, I don't want to hurt anybody's feeling. I am sorry. I don't want to be rude. But I have never written to historical person before. So I did not write any historical person or dead person before. So I don't really know the polite way to say. So please, I am lacking in kind words. How to write with a kind words. So I am not getting. Here is another difference between us. So I can tell you one more difference between us. When you were 12, when Mrs. Naidu was 12-year-old, which is how old I am. I am also now 12-year-old. You wrote a poem that was thousands of lines long. So I knew that Mrs. Naidu wrote a poem and was thousands of lines long. That poem was very long poem, and it was in English, and in English written by Mrs. Naidu. I don't think I could write that many lines in any language. So that was very long poem, and I cannot write even three four lines in any language. Definitely not in English, and English is not my favorite subject, so I cannot write in English. Also, when you were 12, you topped the Madras University matriculation exam. So, that 12-year-old girl is telling to Mrs. Naidu that when you were 12-year-old, you topped the Madras University matriculation exam. You got maximum marks in that exam. I topped our class 5 exams, and that girl is telling that last year I stood first in my class 5 exams. But I don't think, but I am not of the opinion that I could top a college exam after 4, 5, 6 years when I will be appearing in the examination, college examination. I won't top. Even I studied really hard. I think so. But why I don't know. You fought for India's freedom and won. So, Mrs. Naidu, as we all know, you were a freedom fighter. You fight for India's freedom and won. You won freedom for India. I have never fought for anything. So, I did not fight for anything. If I did, I am sure, I am not sure if I would win. Suppose if I fight, I am not sure whether I am going to win or lose. Especially if I was fighting against the Britishers. Suppose I was in the freedom, in the especially if I was fighting against the Britishers. If as Mrs. Naidu was fighting against the Britishers, if I also was fighting against the Britishers, who have lots of spies and detectives, and things that I don't think we have in India. So I was I was lacking in resources like Britishers had. They had spies and detectives to know more about freedom fighters, and we don't we don't have uh, such things in India. You lived in a huge house with a lot of rooms. So Mrs. Naidu, your house is very big, and so many rooms are there, and maids to do your housework. So you don't have to do anything, all the works will be done by your maids. My house has only one room, so I am living in a very tiny room. Only my house is having only one room, and Amma is a maid who does other people's housework. So my mother is a servant, and she is serving in other people's housework. She is serving in other people's house. You had a lot of brothers and sisters. So you have so many brothers and sisters, and then you had a lot of kids. So definitely you will have a lot of kids. You had a lot of kids. I don't have any brothers and sisters. So I have no brothers and no sisters. I don't have kids either. But you probably concluded that already since I am only 12. So you can understand that because I am only 12 years old. Okay. Here is why I decided to write to you. So, this is the reason why I decided to write to you. I am reading a book about your life because I am reading a novel, and the name of that novel is Dear Mrs. Naidu. So, I am in that novel, something is written about your life, so I am reading a book about your life. Vimla madam gave it to me, so one madam gave it to me to read, or she gave it to Amma to give to me. So Vimla madam gave it to my mother. My mother was working there. My mother was working in Vimla madam's house, and my mother gave it to me. Okay, I have not read all of it yet. So this novel is I did not read all of it yet. I am still reading it. It is in English. It is in English language, but much more complicated. But it is very difficult to understand. I cannot understand English. Then the kind they use in detective stories. So language is very hard. Some words I am not getting. So it is taking me some time. So I am very slowly and steadily I am getting it. So far, I have only read the part about your childhood. So very slowly I am getting along, and till now, just I have read uh, the part about your childhood. But that part makes me like you. But whatever part about your childhood I read, I like it. I like it. And after reading about your childhood, I like you. I like you very much. When you were my age or even younger, when you were about 12-year old or less than 12 year, Mrs. Naidu, it seems like you stood up to parents and teachers. You expressed your views boldly to your parents and teachers and all the adults and all the elders who don't understand anything at all. Okay, sometimes what happens, our elders cannot understand us, cannot get us. At that moment, you expressed your views boldly to them, but act like they do. For example, the book says that your parents wanted you to speak English instead of Bengali. So at that time, you were speaking Bengali, but your parents wanted you to speak only English. English should be your medium of conversation. It says you locked yourself in a room for a whole day because you disagreed with them. So, according to this book, when your parents rebuked you, you locked yourself in a room. You did not come out for a whole day because you were entirely disagree with your parents. You did not even come down for lunch, and at that day you did not take your lunch. You did not even come down for lunch. I don't know if this is true or just a story. So I don't know this is a reality or this is a part of a story. But if I had a house with more than one rooms, my house is very tiny. Only one room is there. But if I had a house more than one rooms, if I had several rooms, there are plenty of times I would have locked myself behind a closed door. So I also would not come out from my closed door. I guess that is why you seem like someone who understands kids. So I think you are you can understand kids very much as I do. Like maybe you would not mind if I ask you questions. If I will ask you question, you will not get irritated, you will not get angry and read detective stories and stayed at school late. So I did not have to go to Vimla madam's house. So I will stay school late and I did not have to go to Vimla's madam's house. Okay, I won't go to there, I don't want to go there. And now I have completed my first assignment. Now this letter was part of my assignment, I have completed that, which is to introduce myself to the person that I am writing to. In that letter, I had to introduce myself to the person that I am writing to. To be completely honest, so let me tell you very frankly, my brain and my heart feel exactly the same as when I started. So when I started to write you what I am feeling the same thing now. All the best, Sarojini. PS. PS means postscript. So this reminds me of something we do have in common. So now I can say that one thing we have in common, and that is same first name. Your also first name is Sarojini and my also first name is Sarojini. Okay. Thank you very much children. Goodbye.